What if I told you there was an incredibly easy way to plan your entire day in 5 minutes or less? That's right. I'm gonna give you 5 reasons to start using a timetable, and at the end, I will show you how I would create my timetable for my day. It's really not as hard as you think. So let's just get right into it. Part 1. Time management. Having a timetable is like having a personal time manager throughout your day. It makes it so much easier to know exactly what you gotta do, exactly when you gotta do it. It's like a roadmap that guides you throughout your entire day. And even if you deviate a little bit, at least you've had part of your day planned out and you got some stuff done rather than literally nothing done, which would be the alternative. Number 2, productivity and efficiency. A timetable will help you stay focused when you get distracted. When you have a structured schedule and you know exactly what you need to be working on each point in the day, it makes it a lot easier to avoid distractions, using the momentum of doing your stuff to do more of the stuff you need to do, instead of every 10 or so minutes getting distracted on going on your phone or something like that. Number 3, task prioritization. One of the key benefits of the timetable is that it'll help you prioritize your tasks effectively. Before, when you had so many things to do, they all kind of feel like the same amount of priority, even though you kind of know that some things are more important than others. A timetable will help you prioritize these things. This is mostly by knowing, first off, how urgent and important a task is, and through those metrics, putting it somewhere in the day where you're not going to be tired or you're not going to be distracted doing other things. It makes it a lot easier on yourself when you're trying to plan out your day. Number 5, work-life balance. A timetable is your best friend when it comes to achieving a work-life balance in your life. Why is that? If you don't set boundaries, it's way too easy to either spend way too much free time or way too little free time. It is usually one or the other. You don't usually strike a balance of, you might feel like it. You haven't been tracking anything. You really have no clue. So you're better off blocking in certain times for you to chill. All right, now that I've shown you 4 or 5 good reasons why you should start doing a timetable, I'm gonna take you onto my computer super quick and show you exactly how I do it. So I'll be right back.
Hi everybody, Ryan from the future here. I'm here to show you my basic timetable setup. You can do this in Notion or Obsidian or any text, any place where you can write text. This is not a Notion tutorial, but if you guys want anything like that in the future, please definitely let me know in the comments. But the idea is to pretty much get a somewhat minute-for-minute breakdown of your whole day and leave enough time to chill. So at 8:15, I wake up and I give myself 30 minutes for my morning routine, and then I give myself about 15 minutes afterwards to chill for a little bit and get ready to leave. And I'm usually late, but let's just say, for example, I wanted to not be late. I would leave like 30 minutes to find parking and walk to my classroom building, and I block into time for the class itself. After the class, I would like to usually get food. So I plot in time for a break and for walking back to the classroom building for my next class, which takes about 2 hours. And then after that, I walk to the library, but I usually take my time, so I give myself around 20 minutes. And then I'd usually do some work in the library for about an hour and a half. After that, I would walk to the gym and I would change, and then I would go to the gym for about an hour and 15. After that, I would probably go home, take me about 30 minutes. And then I want to give myself a leisurely amount of time to pretty much get home, shower, and eat, because I don't want to be rushed. So I usually give myself a few hours. I give myself about 2 hours and 15 minutes for the entire thing. And then usually I like to get some work done during the night, or I usually like to do a little bit of work after hours, but this isn't for everybody. So if you'd rather chill, there's nothing wrong with just taking the rest of your night to relax after you finished all your work during the day and after you're done eating. Because after about 30 minutes of work, I chill for 2.5 hours and then pretty much get ready for bed and sleep. And I wake up the next day and ideally do the same thing or something similar all over again. All right, back to reality.
It's important to know that even if you aren't able to follow a timetable 100%, even 30%, 40%, 50% is better than 0. You kind of have to ignore the thought that, oh, I'm not doing it exactly how I said. I'm failing my timetable and I'm failing my day. It's a stupid thought loop to get trapped in. The fact that you're making a plan and you're sticking to it even a little bit is something to be acknowledged and applauded, Any progress towards your goals is good at all, rather than just fucking, oh, I want to do this. Maybe I'll try to spend an hour today or tomorrow. It would be so much better if you just schedule that in, and eventually it will become a habit. Not just that, but timetables can take a lot of the excess thinking out of planning the day. When you're like, oh fuck, what do I gotta do today? Take 5 minutes, 4 minutes, however long it takes, write it up. I promise you, if you have gone most of your life without doing any sort of planning or timetable, and then you start and you stick with it a little bit, you will be fucking amazed with how much more productive you are, because you're not just spinning your wheels and you're not just like floating around and watching YouTube. And that's it. Now you have the reasons why and a practical example to make a timetable. Your homework now, what I want you to do, if you can, is to make a timetable for tonight or tomorrow, depending on the time that you're watching this. Make a timetable and also like and subscribe. That's it.